Hello students, a very good morning to you. How are you? I hope you are okay and doing your study properly. Students, let's continue our chapter 13 of class 11, that is photosynthesis in higher plants. And today we will study about where are ATP and NADPH used. As we have studied that during photosynthesis, ATP and NADPH is found. And again, in this topic, we will know where this ATP and NADPH is used. So let's understand first what is biosynthetic phase, or which is called your dark reaction. As I have explained you, dark reaction means it is not that it takes place in dark. It means in this reaction, the light reaction products are used. Means during light reaction, NADPH, ATP and NADPH is formed, and that ATP and NADPH is used for dark reaction. Let's understand when it is used. As we know that every time the sunlight is not available and all the parts of the plant, means all the leaves will not get the incident light, due to which when light is not available, at that time the photosynthesis will not stop. So there ATP and NADPH is used. So we can say that while light is absent, photosynthesis takes place. Photosynthesis takes place by using the products of light reaction. Means ATP and NADPH. Clear students? So this is dark reaction. What happens? As we know that during photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is the main product or is the main component. So without carbon dioxide, glucose can't be synthesized. So for production of carbon dioxide, as we know, instead of carbon dioxide, this ATP and NADPH, another important component during photosynthesis, as they are produced from photosynthesis, but still they are used in photosynthesis for dark reaction. Clear students? So that's why we can say that carbon dioxide is combined with water. Carbon dioxide is combined with water to produce sugar. Sugar means it may be a monosaccharide, it may be a disaccharide, it may be a polysaccharide, whatever the sugar is. For formation of sugar, carbon dioxide and water is needed. So instead of this, means after using these products or this carbon dioxide and water, the reaction will take place. First time, the scientist Melvin Kelvin, the cycle we will study later, Melvin Kelvin worked on some plants to know whether the photosynthesis takes place and what is the product of photosynthesis. So he did his experiment on many plants, on some algae also, and he used the isotope of carbon 14. Remember students, the carbon 14 is a radioactive isotope. It is a radioactive isotope and used for algae. Means how algae do their photosynthesis, this radioactive carbon 14 isotope is used, and after using this it is found that carbon dioxide fixation product is a 3 carbon source. It means the first carbon dioxide fixation product is a 3 carbon source. It means while he is doing his experiment on algae, by using the C14 isotope which is radioactive, he found that after photosynthesis the product form is a 3 carbon source. Clear? And that is called as PGA. PGA means phosphoglycerol aldehyde. Phosphoglycerol aldehyde is the first product, means it contains 3 carbon. That's why it is also called as C3 cycle. So here I have told you Melvin Kelvin did his experiment on some algae by using the radioactive isotope of carbon, and he found that the carbon product was a 3 carbon source, and that is called as PGA, means phosphoglyceraldehyde. Glycerol aldehyde. So what happened to this phosphoglycerol aldehyde, or we can say this as PGA? As we know that there are two type of phases can be seen in photosynthesis. One is C3 phase and another is C4 phase. So how they are named? Because as I have told you, many scientists come for experiment, come to know whether the photosynthetic product is a C3 source or a C4 source. So here the first carbon product is a 3 carbon source, that's why this is named as C3 cycle, and another is called as C4 cycle. So C4 cycle means another is called as C4 cycle. Another is called as C4 cycle. So what is C4 cycle? Here I have told you C3 cycle. One is C3 cycle where 3 carbon product or PGA is formed, and in C4 cycle there is a 4 carbon source or OAA is formed. OAA means oxaloacetic acid is formed. And while they are doing these experiments, they have found that the carbon dioxide assimilating during photosynthesis is mainly of two types. Means due to the fixation of carbon dioxide, means more carbon dioxide is used, then the product will be more. So in C3 cycle the carbon dioxide is used in less number, whereas in C4 cycle the carbon dioxide fixation is more. Means in C4 cycle it need more carbon dioxide and produce a 4 carbon source, that is oxaloacetic acid. So students, this is very clear that during photosynthesis two type of carbon product we can get. One is a 3 carbon source and another is a 4 carbon source. 3 carbon source is called as PGA. Why? Because the first product is a 3 carbon source. So the PGA means phosphoglycerol aldehyde is formed, and that is found in most of the algae in the oceans. The experiment was done by Melvin Kelvin, and on his name this cycle, which I will explain you, is termed as or named as Kelvin cycle, or we can say this as C3 cycle. So what happened? How the carbon dioxide fixation occurs? Which is the component in the chloroplast during photosynthesis receive carbon dioxide, and what will happen after receiving the carbon dioxide by the plant? Clear students? So as we know, the carbon dioxide before the discover, means to identify a 2 carbon source, before they discover the 5 carbon rhubarb. Do you know what is rhubarb? Rhubarb is the primary acceptor of CO2, means rhubarb is the center in the chloroplast which receives carbon dioxide. Like the photolysis occurs in the chloroplast, or which we can say as the thylakoid membrane or chlorophyll A, or which is called as reaction center. So here rhubarb is the center which accepts or receives the carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. That's why we can say that ribulose bisphosphate. Clear? Ribulose bisphosphate is a carbon ketose sugar. This is a carbon ketose sugar, and this receives the CO2. It means the production of glucose or sugar takes place in the rhubarb, and here the enzyme used is called as Rubisco. Rubisco. What do you mean by Rubisco? Rubisco means ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase, means this is the enzyme which reacts or which take part during photosynthesis. And let's understand what is Kelvin cycle, and we will again study about the C3 and C4. This is not all about. This is the hint just before we understand the Kelvin cycle. So now let's understand Kelvin cycle or C3 cycle. So let's see what happened during Kelvin cycle. What happens during Kelvin cycle? As we have known that during Kelvin cycle there is the production of a 3 carbon source which is known as PGA. So where or how the PGA is formed and which are responsible for it. It means not that the C4 is not formed, C4 is formed. But for our understanding about the Melvin Kelvin's experiment, we need to understand here which processes are used for production of a carbon source or for production of a single molecule of glucose. So the Kelvin cycle is completed through 3 steps. First step is your carboxylation. Then second step is your reduction. And third step is your regeneration. This cycle is important, students. So let's understand. Kelvin cycle is also known as C3 cycle, and this is completed through 3 major functions, means carboxylation, then your reduction and regeneration. So now let's see what happens during carboxylation. As we know that carboxylation is the fixation of CO2 into a stable organic intermediate, and this is the most crucial step in Kelvin cycle. So what happens in carboxylation? We will understand about carboxylation, that what happens during carboxylation. So as I have told you, during carboxylation the carbon dioxide is utilized. Clear? Carbon dioxide is utilized for the carboxylation of rhubarb. CO2 is utilized for carboxylation of rhubarb. As I have told you, rhubarb, ribulose, bisphosphate, ribulose, bisphosphate. So carbon dioxide is utilized for carboxylation of rhubarb. It means carbon dioxide is added to rhubarb. Clear? Added to rhubarb. So how this process occurs? And this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme Rubisco. Means while carbon dioxide is utilized by rhubarb, then the enzyme involved is called as Rubisco. Ribulose, bisphosphate, carboxylase and oxygenase. Clear, students? So this results in the formation of 2 molecules of 3-PGA. This results in the formation of 2 molecules of 3-PGA. Clear? So since the enzyme also has an oxygenation activity, it would be more correct to call it rhubarb oxygenase, carboxylase oxygenase. CO, carboxylase oxygenase. Clear? Ribulose, bisphosphate, carboxylase oxygenase. Why this is called so? Because of the oxygenase and carboxylase activity. Now let's see this. This is ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. Clear? Here the atmospheric carbon dioxide is used by this center along with water, and after using this carboxylation process takes place, and during this process carbon dioxide binds with ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate, and here the enzyme utilized is Rubisco, and it forms 3-phosphoglycerate. Means here 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate is formed. Again reduction occurs, and during reduction, carbohydrate is formed in the expense of ATP and NADPH. Means this 3-phosphoglycerate is reduced, means the ATP is reduced to ADP and one inorganic phosphate with NADP plus, and reduction occurs, and after reduction here triose phosphate is formed, and this triose phosphate is maybe a sucrose or maybe a starch. Then again after reduction regeneration is initiated, and during regeneration again the ADP get converted into ATP, and again the cycle starts from rhubarb, means from the center of rhubarb. So in carboxylation, as I have told you, here what happens. Then let's see during reduction, as I have explained you in the cycle. Now let's see what happened during reduction. As I have told you, during reduction the carbon ATP and NADPH is used, or in the expense of ATP and NADPH. Clear? So during this carbohydrate is formed at the expense of photochemically made ATP and NADPH. Simply we can say that carbohydrate is formed, means during reduction carbohydrate is formed in the expense of means using ATP and NADPH, carbohydrate is formed. So in carboxylation 3-PGA is formed. In reduction ATP and NADPH is used. Clear? And 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is fixed. 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is fixed, due to which we found glucose, which is C6H12O6. And we will understand how many ATPs are used and how many NADPH is used for fixation of one carbon molecule. So here C6H12O6 is formed during carboxylation. Clear, students? So we can say that for one molecule or utilization of 2 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH for reduction of CO2 molecules. So the fixation of 6 molecules of CO2 needs 6 cycles, means through 6 cycles will continue for production of a glucose. That's why this is called as reduction. Next one is your regeneration. As we know that again the CO2 acceptor rhubarb is crucial for the cycle and to continue without any interruption. And the generation steps require 1 ATP for phosphorylation to form rhubarb. So during regeneration again rhubarb is formed from the process of phosphorylation, means by producing ATP, and again it receives the carbon dioxide. So now let's understand how many ATP and NADPH is used. How many ATP and NADPH is used for fixation of 6 molecules of carbon. It means for the production of a single glucose molecule, how many ATP and NADPH are formed. Clear, students? So now let's see during fixation of 6 CO2. During fixation of 6 CO2, how many ATP are go inside? This is inside and this is outside. Means how many expense of ATP and NADPH occurs. So here 18 ATP, we can say here 18 ATP for 6 molecules, and here 18 ADP. It means adenosine diphosphate released and adenosine triphosphate is formed, and 12 NADPH. Here 12 NADP. 12 NADP. So let's see how many ATP. If 16 ATP is used for fixation of 6, then for one We can divide, we will get 3. It means 3 ATP. 3 ATP is used for one carbon molecule to be fixed. One carbon molecule to be fixed. And 2 NADPH is used for fixation of one carbon. So we can say that total 18 ATP and 12 NADPH is used for synthesis of a carbon molecule. Clear? So we can say that one molecule of glucose, 6 turns of cycle are required and 18 ATP, 12 NADPH means for one single carbon to be formed, or for the binding of, or for the use of one carbon molecule, or we can say for the reaction or for the fixation of one carbon molecule, 2 NADPH and 3 ATP is needed. So students, this is all about your Calvin cycle.